has been working on AWS and AMS cloud connectivity based on Windows and Linux instances using automation tools like Ansible, Jenkins CI/CD, Terraform, and Docker. Using the advanced monitoring skills taxes on DynoTrack, Datadog for infrastructure alerts monitoring, used to optimize the noise ratio for the repetitive alerts to maintain the system stability. He also received his licenses and certifications from AWS Cloud Formation Udemy, IBM Hackathon, and 3D animation using Blender from IIT Bombay. Today we have him here with us for this session. Sir, over to you.
Sure. Thanks, Neha. Thanks for the introduction, quick intro. So, guys, for the quick intro, you can call me as Venkat. No need to mention as sir. So, I'm just a super senior to you guys. That's the main thing. That's it. So now I'm going to give you a brief about the AWS cloud and all. So on the next day we'll have an interaction of DevOps as well, how we'll do the automation of both. So today I'm going to share my things. So please let me know when you are able to see my screen. So you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is today we'll going to talk about this technical insights of the cloud. So on this cloud, I'm going to take care of the AWS services. So I'm going to share the full things. So our particular agenda is we just go with the introduction, what's meant by AWS, and what is the main things of AWS, how it was started, and what's the main purpose of it. And next, we'll go with the evolution of cloud. So how cloud has been evolved, and before the cloud, how was the situation in the market or the current industry. So we'll take care of both. We'll list down both the evaluations and all. So next to that, we'll take care of the characteristics of AWS cloud. What are the main characteristics and functionalities, and next to that we'll go with the how the AWS has been defined or set its infrastructure globally, how AWS is performing in the global infrastructure, and also what are the AWS services. So once the infrastructure has been defined, we just need to check what are the services. So AWS has been providing a lot number of services for them into the market. So it's on a daily basis. It was evaluating more and more on a daily basis itself. So apart from that, we'll just go with the platform overview, how it has been described and how it has been. In IT industry, how we are going to use this platform and all. And apart from that, we just go with how AWS made life easier with a sample example. I'll give a sample demo how by hosting a sample website in front of you by taking an raw instance from AWS and I code a sample HTML and I'll give it to you the host name to load yourself in your browsers. So that will be hosting a sample website without using any GoDaddy and all. Just you can use your simple Linux instance without using any cost. So I'll take you to that, and also apart from that, I'll show you the current job market with you. Current job market, how the job market has been rapidly increasing in the last 3 years. So you can choose whatever the thing which you're interested in, and also I can give a closing what are the things which I had. So let's dive in, guys. So can I get some cheerful responses? So are you guys ready to move in? Okay. Am I audible, guys? Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. You can continue.
Yeah.
All are responding in the chat box.
Yeah, I'm unable to see the chat, so that's what.
Fine.
So in a quick introduction, how AWS has been evolved. So in 2006, Amazon is being started its infrastructure services. Like before the Amazon, what we are doing, not Amazon, before cloud, what we are doing is we just need to purchase all the instances. The organization need to purchase everything and all. So after being introduced by the infrastructure service by Amazon, what has become a rapid change has been evolved in IT industries on decreasing the cost cost cuttings on without laying off the employees. So they had started laying off the hardware. So they are taking the services, software as services from AWS on clouds. So there is some random cost cut down on the Amazon services. So now we are going to see about the cost. So it has been started its infrastructure services in 2006, and now it is commonly called as AWS services. So the main benefits of this AWS is we can pay what are the particular things which we use. Suppose if we are using a particular instance for 2 hours with a particular 3 GB RAM or 4 GB RAM, we need to pay for the particular usage only. We need not to pay for the particular cost of that instances. So after that, we can choose a particular, if you are trying to use for a long term of in long-term instances which you're trying to host your own website, or you're trying to host your start your own startup or business, so that you can purchase plans based on that evaluations. Like we are seeing a lot of plans in all our daily to basis. So we can see the particular plans based on our infrastructure capabilities which we had been think through of, and then based on that you can check with the AWS support team or AWS things. So, and also the main functionality of AWS is highly scalable and reliable. So it does not, if you are, suppose, let us assume that if you are trying to get a particular hardware instance, we are trying to get a particular server or an laptop. So if you had hosted a sample website in your laptop, you might get some interruptions, you might get downtime of your website, you might face some like that. So if you're trying to go with AWS, whatever happens is it's been highly scalable, and the fastness will be increased, and it will be low cost, and the 100% availability of site is 100% assurable by the AWS team. So it's been rapidly increased along 190 countries. So with their own data centers, we don't need to pay any for that data center. We just need to pay whatever we use, and we can take advantage of them. So now the evolution of cloud, we'll see it. So I tried taking you through the pictures that self. So the if more number of 100 words can be confused to you girls, so it's one picture can give you more more knowledge on this particular thing. So initially what we'll do is what we have is in early in 2000s and all, like currently till 2010, what are the things is engineer need to maintain his own physical servers, like his way virtual machines are need to be made. The organization need to bought the particular machines based on the capacity of that application. So they need to estimate their own capacity, they need to estimate the customers come in and go out daily basis, and based on that they need to purchase everything, and that will be burden, and the maintenance windows will be heavy to the engineers. So later on we started with security. The Amazon has been started with security and some of the few basic functionalities, and later on so we started moving Amazon had started moving each and everything to cloud. Cloud is nothing but that's a physical instance which you are accessing it remotely. There's a physical instance somewhere else on the globe, but we just get access to the particular instance remotely using through via API calls which you are giving. So whatever the instance which you are choosing on, likewise. So, and also if you see here now everything is remote. Till last year 2020 we are basically reliable on some of the few physical machines which has been hosted in our organization own data centers. So now recently few months or 3 months before, we have been completely the IT industry maximum completely migrated to AWS cloud, because AWS cloud has been providing each and every services with a high security, with high reliability, with high up and running uptime with high uptime, 100% uptime of their customers on websites. So the security, the notifications, we don't need to build anything in our office space. We just go click on Amazon. It's just one click away through AWS console. So the VMware, maintaining a VMware is very, very tough than maintaining an AWS instances. So let's go into the characteristics of cloud, AWS cloud. So one is no upfront cloud expenses. We just need to pay initially, or we don't need to pay in front of the cloud. Whatever we need to pay whatever we use. So we don't need to pay initially for that consuming purposes. We are going to consume this, so you need to pay for this. There is no such contractor will be there. And also we only need to pay only on, I already told you, so we only need to pay only for what you use and consume. And we just need to go, it's a very very minimized cost, and it's a true elastic capacity means, so we just need to get used to elastic word in Amazon Web Services, because elastic means it will be scalable, like you can get whatever you want, how much you want, what are the things you can go rapidly. Like if you wanted to host a machine, EC2 machines, in an EC2 machines, it's an elastic cloud compute machines. So in the cloud compute machines, you can get some Linux OS based on that, Linux or Windows or Mac, whatever the things, whichever is sufficable based on the cost which has been assumed, that will be available in the AWS. And also it improves the business agility, means you can take a quick decisions based on the business when you are using AWS. So, and also told it's been remote, right? So remote means we just need to give an API call to the particular through the particular console, or whatever, wherever you are using. If you are comfortable console, you can give an API call through console, like by clicking it. And if suppose if you are comfortable with command line interface, you can just go and hit a command. That's it. It's just click away. You can get that experience and all. So and also it's been rapidly spread across all over the regions in globally. So it's been based on the availability zones. It's been located in India and also. So later on you will see what are the availability regions of it. So later on you can get more understanding about that, how it has been defined in across the globe. So this is the particular global infrastructure which you are seeing in. So the blue things, these are the regions which you are seeing, right? So here this is the regions. So I'll take you through this US West 2. So these are the particular region names which are currently maintained, which they are currently maintained by AWS. So in this, it's a US West 2 means. So in the US, we'll having two types of regions, US East and US West. So based on the time zones, they had been divided into two particular regions. One is US West 2, and one is US East 1, North Virginia, which you are seeing in the US East side here, where I'm pointing right now on my monitor. So and then you will be having the US West 1, so like Oregon, based on the customers availability and comfort zones, they can choose there. And it's a Paulo. So in South America, they also had some one data center. I'm currently seeing the repeated data centers which has been maintained from since 2006. So Europe, we'll be having a number of data centers, and also currently in India, we are having the one data center, Amazon data centers in Mumbai, and one which you are seeing in the red is going to come in Hyderabad. So they are trying to launch it in. It's not officially yet been published by Amazon, but there is some news going on that they're going to launch it within 2 to 3 years in Hyderabad. So and next it's an AP South 1 East 1, because it's in Southeast. It's located in Singapore, likewise Sydney, Tokyo, and all. So these are the particular regions which has been most popular regions which has been used by across the globe by the customers from the Amazon. So next we'll just see what are the global services provided by Amazon. So if you see here, there are some particular application service which you see here: application service, cloud computer networking, database, deployment, and management. So let me give you a brief overview: what is meant by application service, what is meant by computer networking, what database, and deployment. So let's suppose let me give you a brief scenario with sample example. Suppose if you're trying to access your own system, what you will do? We just if suppose I wanted to add some you access some Facebook.com or Swiggy.com, or else whatever website which you are designed for. So whatever we just go and click on the computer network, open your laptop and click on that network or click on that website. So on the back end side, once you click on it, what it will do is So based on the structure, it has been defined. So once the DNS name which you're seeing, right, so it will be in the route 53 part. So like you will be get familiar once you get used to the Amazon services. So that domain name will be maintained by some particular service called route 53. If you see here the route 53 hosted zone, so it will be a security thing. Like it will check whether you are trying in this route 53. You'll be able to define based on the regions. Suppose I want to make my whole website availability only for Tamil Nadu. You can make it only for Tamil Nadu, or else you can make it only for Andhra Pradesh, or also you can make it for only across India. You can make it across India. I don't want to my customers come across the globe. I wanted to maintain my customers only in India. So likewise, if you're trying to deal with that, if you're having some such thoughts, you can try to limit that particular customers or based on the IPs. So you might be knowing, or else there is a particular functionality that it's not a functionality. It's it's an IP thing. Its IPs are based on the region wise. So for India, it will be will be having certain particular amount range of IPs, and for US, we'll be having some particular range of IPs. So we'll be maintaining those. We can restrict those customers based on the IPs. So whenever you try to connect it to your network, there will be some backend. You'll be suppose if you go to your settings. I'm just giving a brief example. How can see your IP? Maybe we are all engineers, right? So we will be knowing that. So go to settings and click on my information, my system information. You can able to see all the IP address and all. So it will be based on it will be starting with 192.168.0 based on the network which you have been connected in. So likewise, the IP masks will be available in the route 53 zone, which you are seeing here. And once it has been hit to route 53, what it will do is the route 53 will hit to the route table. It will check the particular health route checks and pass checks. So whether the IP is valid or not. So if suppose it will try to prevent our hacking things and all. So once the IP is valid and it will be passed through, it will go to the VPC. So in this VPC, what we'll do is the VPC is a virtual private cloud. Like you can VPN, you can say that it's an VPN when our daily what we used to what is VPN. So you can create your own private network inside the AWS, so that inside that particular network no one can enter. Only you are authorized to enter once you have the access. Once you are authorized means will be having access to that particular VPC. And once in that VPC, we'll maintain our EC2 instances, EC2 AMIs. AMIs means EC2 means it's like instances, like our servers. Means you will be get used to that. And also you'll be maintaining our AMI. Suppose you are let us assume that what is meant by AMI. AMI means Amazon Machine Image. So currently I'm having a particular application running in my current system, but all of a sudden it has been got down. I don't know why it has been got down. So whenever I wanted to immediately without any delay. So for that, what we'll do is we'll capture the image. What are the system which is running at the current time. We have functionality to capture each and everything, the functionality to capture the particular OS, what are the services running in the current server, and what are the ports opened, and what are the particular database queries running in currently. So all those things will be captured and maintained as an image. So once this image has been taken, what it will do is will assign that AMI image to auto scaling. The auto scaling will grab that particular image and push it to EC2 instance, and that EC2 instance means server. That EC2 server, it will raise it automatically without any downtime of the particular server, of your not server, without any downtime of your application. So once that is done, you might be getting some overview, but if you're not, please try to interrupt me and ask what are the questions you have. So also it will maintain some elastic load balances. So we can't maintain one server, right, for our application. If we are choosing high capacity servers, also with the high capacity server also we can't maintain that customer's request. So we are maintaining 100 number of servers. For maintaining the 100 number of servers requests, on an equal basis of requests. So we just need to balance that load. So for that balancing load, we'll use the load balancing. So all those things will be maintained. So as part of this, you will be having some, or you might seeing some emails which you are seeing in getting through your inbox in daily to daily basis in your emails, Gmails, whatever which you're using. And also they'll be having some notifications on the top of the thing. Suppose if you're trying to access and WhatsApp, you are seeing some more notifications thing. So those notifications, or else the suppose if you're seeing some daily hunt or any news application in shorts, you are seeing that notifications are coming on top of your panels, right? So those notifications and all will be maintained here in SNS. So we can configure that based on our application, the reliability. And if suppose if you wanted to give an email notification, like which you are seeing that in the Reliance instance we are seeing that the 100% offer is coming, or else the 50% off is coming, those all will be seen. Not those all will be maintained, or we can configure those in this application services. So this, we are just seeing the front side of the, currently till now we have been discussed till the front side of applications. And later on, if you see the back end, on the back end side, what we'll do, I mean, once you hit on the particular network DNS name, like facebook.com or whatsapp web.com, what are the things which you are trying to hit. So what it will do is it will go through this network security thing, and will check with the particular application, it is whether the application is valid or not. And once it has been done, what it will do is on the back end side, it will go with the DBs thing. So the databases, if you're seeing here, read the DynamoDB, or what are the DB which you are being used to, or which you are being very well versed into it. So all those things based on your capability, or based on your knowledge, like RDS, Elastic, I mean, this is a sample DB, MongoDB, RDS, DynamoDB, all those DBs. These are all managed services. You don't need to be maintain those RDS services. Database services, it will be once you just click on the configure the requirements which you are chosen in the console, you just click it and save it. The RDS will be available for you, and just leave it behind. The other, the maintenance and the capacity maintenance and the 100% uptime maintenance will be maintained by the backend Amazon services. So we just for maintaining those, I'll show you a sample demo with us posting a sample website. You can get some more doubts over there. So, and also deployment and management. So this all will be a front end this all will be faced to customers, but all this need to be maintained by an engineer, right? So all this need to be maintained means we just need to follow the metrics, how the application is performing. We just need to monitor those things, and also we just need to maintain the application's availability without any downtime. So for those, we just need to maintain as a DevOps. These type of operations will be maintained by a DevOps engineer inside the organization, or else you can call it as site reliability engineers, or whatever we choose. Based on the applications, based on the organization's providing designation which has been shared with you. So what we'll do is cloud formation. So we'll maintain all of infrastructure in a code. So we just currently till now what we are seeing is we just click on manually in the console. So we don't need to make everything on the console. So we can avoid manual. So you may ask and come to me, hey Venkat, you are seeing this, you're doing a lot of time, you're taking a lot of time, and I'm trying to down the time, and I am trying to maintain the up and availability of services. You just need to go to the code, just write a code and make that availability within a seconds. So don't do any manual interruptions. So if such cases are coming in, you just go and search like there are multiple number of services which are available in the market, like Terraform, CloudFormation, and also Ansible, Puppet, whichever you are familiar with. You will get used to it. Maybe someone might aware of it, someone might not. You will get used to it if you are trying to choose this career path, CloudFormation. And also I'll give you more information with that. CloudFormation means we'll just maintain the infrastructure as a code. The code will be, once you click on that code, deploy the code, the infrastructure will be ready within time of seconds. So, and the CloudWatch means we can watch, we can monitor each and everything, how the application is performing and all. And also CloudWatch alarm means if any AWS is observing any abnormal behavior of instances, it will give us some sample. It will give us the alarms based on that. And data pipeline means, suppose I want to deploy a latest code of my application, so I found some bugs on my application, so it is running in my current production servers. So what I will do is I'll just fix the code in my local, and I will test it in my lower environments like dev environment or QA environments, and then we'll create a pipeline, just push it to the production. So we'll having some particular basic rules to maintain those. Company will maintain some particular rules. And IAM means identity access management. So suppose if you want to have that particular access to the particular portal or console, you will maintain this IAM and all. So till now, do you have any questions? Okay. So I told you, right? So this is the platform overview. If you're seeing here, right, we just select our region. If you're seeing here, based on I just given you a brief overview of services. Now I'm giving you how we are trying to. It's a step-by-step process. So how we are trying to make our own infrastructure, how we'll choose. So we just check on based on the availability zone, whichever we are comfortable with, and then we can just configure our VPC, virtual private network here, and with internet gateway on Route 53, we can give some domain names, VPCs and all, and then we can host our application in the elastic computes, in the servers. We can call it as servers, and then we can go with the store. For elastic computes, we just need to maintain all our elastic block storages and all. So block storage means it's a volume, it's a hard disk, just a hard disk. So we just what it will do is we can attach a single disk to a multiple computers, to a multiple systems. That facility has been available in AWS, and then it's a sample email notification. I told you this sample email notification, and the application platform which you're familiar with, which you're trying to develop. So those all will become in the application service. You just code that and deploy it in this particular server. And backend, we just give you an cache thing. Like DBs or the caches thing. If you are maintaining capacity computers, we just need to maintain the cache, right? So cache means you might be knowing that cache means it will store some particular things temporarily. If a particular hit is coming intermittently, or it is coming rapidly to the particular system, the request won't go to the system. It will maintain till at the cache level. If the particular request is the cache will pass that request answer to the particular request. Those all will be available here. And so the main part is the analytics. So deploying the application and providing service to customer is not the major thing. So we just need to analyze the customers. We just need to check what are the things what are the things customers are requesting for. So all these we just need to analyze currently the data analytics will be having a more and more future in coming. Currently it was rapidly increasing, but in mobile, data analytics will be having a rapid increase of job opportunities in future as well. Currently, in the pandemic situation, we have been observed that there are a lot of number of opportunities for data analytics and cloud. So let me give you a sample overview of infrastructure flow. So later on, I'll give you the sample hosting website. So if you see here, this is a sample network flow. So what I do is I'm a user. I'm just trying to hit a particular network, a particular website which I'm trying to deploy in. So what it will do is it will go from users, it will go internet to the VPC, passing through the internet gateway. So once all the requirements or configuration which has been dealt with, configured within the internet gateway and VPC, once it has been passed, it will pass it to the elastic load balancer. So once it has been passed to the elastic load balancer, we'll try to check with the auto scaling group or the EC2 instance which you are having. So once the EC2 application is able to pass that information, then what it will do is the same. Once it will get back the whatever we are seeing inside to the application, we'll call it as inbound traffic, and whatever the things which are going outside of that particular application, we'll call it as outbound traffic. We'll see outbound traffic whenever the traffic we'll see inbound traffic itself. Suppose we are not seeing any inbound traffic and we are seeing the outbound traffic is high, there is a particular issue in that application and there's something is happening wrong in that application. So based on that, but the bastion host is the particular gateway server which we just need to log into the bastion host whenever we're trying to access the particular application or else. So let me take you to the AWS console, and I'll try to help you in launching the particular server, and I'll try to host a particular website. So are you guys clear till now? Can I get some responses?
Yes, everyone is with the assembly. Can continue.
Yep. So let me go to this AWS console so that you can get some. So this will be looking like, so this is the particular AWS console which you are seeing right now. So if you are okay, I will zoom, I'll maintain this font. If you're not, I can maximize my font. Are you guys okay with this font size? Can I zoom in? Okay, so let me help you in launching the particular server. So currently what I'm trying to do is I will try to host a sample website. So whichever with the sample.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. Kindly zoom in. Some
Yes.
participants are saying that it is not visible.
Yep. So are you guys now? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah, I'm unable to see the chat. So sorry. Yep. So I will be launching a new instance. So currently I am trying to launch a new instance without using any GoDaddy or without using any particular thing. You can launch it your own website freely. I'm trying to host a sample HTML code so you can see it. So let me share some sample code. So here you are seeing, right, this is in my local, if you're seeing. So I'll try to host the same, but it is currently accessible in my local only, but within a few minutes or things, you will be able to see this within your, I'll give a host name, I'll give a DNS name, within few seconds, you'll be able to access it in your global. I'll make it global. So let's go through that. Launch an instance. So these are the things which you are seeing, right? These are the flow OS. Like OS means we will be having Windows 10, Linux, or whichever you are seeing with, right? So we'll be having Windows servers, Mac as well. So why basically the organizations will choose Linux? Because Linux is a free of cost. If you see here, it's a free tier eligible. So Mac OS and all will be the OS will be charging some extra amount. So and also the availability of Linux will be very high. So I mean, based on the availability means which are troubleshooting skills for the engineers. The troubleshooting skills are very high for Linux. Currently, the outside market is going on Linux. So we'll go with Linux now, and we have chosen this OS which are comfortable with. So you can also try with your own AWS account. You just need to pay one rupee or 2 rupees. Go only for debit cards. Don't go with credit cards. My suggestion, if you're comfortable with credit card, you can go, but make sure that you just need to turn off everything. So once you are used, or else you will be charged. So I'm going with the free tier thing. Next, configure instance. Sorry. So this instance type means if you're seeing here, right, let me load it. So if you're seeing here, right, it is an T2 micro. T2 micro means I'm going with a 1 GB RAM of instances. So I don't want particular high amount of RAM currently. I need one CPU, one RAM of Linux with Amazon Linux. So I'm going with using with 1 GB RAM of instance, and then I'm going with one instance only. I don't need any particular instances and all. So all my VPs are defined. I'm just going with, sorry. So I'm just going with the default VPC which has been given by AWS. So and also the default subnet zone. Subnet zone means US East. Here, if you see here, right? So this is the AWS console. In this console on the top right, you will be able to see the regions. So I'm just going with the East, US East, Ohio. So based on this, I mean, if you want to go with particular Mumbai or like I told you, right, whichever you're comfortable with. Sometimes you will be maintaining some precautions need to be taken care based on the local application which you're trying to define with. So all these things will be regions will be chosen based on your requirement. So currently I'm deploying it in Ohio, US East 1. My application will be going to deploy in US data center. So I'm going to select with this default. I'm not giving any preferences. If you're familiar with, if you're okay with, you can go with familiar default subnet zones, whichever subnet zone which you're okay with. So I'm going with just for easy go purpose. I'm just going with no preference, and also I'm not maintaining any domain name. I'll give you a IP for that for you guys. Next, add storage. So if you see here, I'm just using an SSD. So if you see here, SSD of 8 GB SSD only for these instances. I'm not using nothing more than that. So I'm just using my SSD, 8 GB of SSD, and I mean 8 GB of hard disk for my instance. And if you are okay with, you can give your name for your instances. And then you can go with next to security conflict groups. These are the security groups. Security groups means you can define the customer inbound, like you can in your customers, you can allow your customers with this particular security groups. So this particular, I mean, you might be having this particular port ranges. You might be having this idea, but if not, I'll give you. So particular 22 means if I want to log into the particular instance, I need this particular port to be opened for this particular instance. If I the 00.00 means what it will do is it will allow me anywhere in the globe. If I want to restrict myself, I wanted to restrict this particular application for my home itself, so I can restrict my particular this application for my home as well. So what we'll do is we just click on my IP. What it will do is it will load the particular IP. It will automatically get the particular IP and will try to track. Now the application is accessible only in my particular area, and I mean you can able to log in for the particular instance when you are in my area only. And also if I want to access enable the customer's application like a website loading for everyone, means what we'll do is we'll just add the HTTP HTTP for anywhere. We just click on anywhere. Anywhere it can be accessed. Just go on review and launch. Just check what are the things which have been shared. So I had chosen the T2 micro instance with Amazon Linux OS. So then what I had done is I just allowed logging into that instances only in my area. So and then I just allowed this particular HTTP 80 port to everyone. Then we'll click on launch. So this PEM key is we just need to have this PEM key when we are trying to access this particular instance. So it's a security key. We don't need any password right now. We just use this PEM key. It will allow us and automatically. So click on launch instance. Now view instances. So what are the things which have been given, name and all has been coming right now. So once the instance has been launched, it will be available for you within minutes. We just need to check this particular status check. Initially, it was saying that it was my particular instance has been coming up, so it will take some time. We just need to see the 2x2 checks has been passed. So once your information, I mean, once you launch this information, you will be able to see the information here, instance information here, like instance ID, the public IP address, the private IP address, and particular subnet which you have been launched in, and what is the particular OS of the server, Linux, and all, which you are seeing here. So those all will be available here. Give me a second. It will be available within 2 to 3 minutes. Since the instance comes up till now, do you have any questions in launching those instance? Give it some time. It will be available in a few minutes. Yeah, if you see here, it is passed 2x2 health checks. So once the health checks are passed, you will be able to see log into the instances. Let me log in. So let me get some availability. So I'm having my particular PEM key. So what I'll do is SSH. SSH means secure shell. For logging into a particular instance, you just need to use this command SSH. So SSH for this particular, you just grab this IP and click on. I mean, for entering into a particular instance, the default username will be the EC2 user. So if you see here, guys, what I had done is currently I just logged into this particular sample website server. So I use this public IP network IP address for logging into the server. If you want to log into a particular instance which you are currently having, what you need to do is you just use your user name and password. I mean, you just use your username and IP address of your particular Windows laptop. Also, you can take a remote desktop as well. So likewise, you just need an IP and username of the particular instance and password. Once you know those, you will be able to remote your instance very easily. You can try it on your own instance as well. So I'm just going to Linux. So what I'm going to do is for launching a website, we just need an Apache service which need to be up and running. So if you see here, currently my Apache in my server, Apache is not running. So you are seeing that, right? Currently HTTP service, HTTPD means Apache service. So if you're trying to host in any particular website using on 80 port, it will be, we just need HTTP service, HTTPD. So for getting that, what I will do is I install that particular HTTPD service. You just need to click on the command minstall httpd-y. It will try to install each and everything. So now if you see here, it has been installed. If you see here, it has been installed. Before it was unable to find HTTP service, right? If you see here, unit HTTP service is not found. But now if you see here, the HTTP service is available, but it's not active. For making availability of service, not HTTP. Once you click on that command, it will be started, right? So if you see here, it is started. It has been already started. Now it is running. So for checking whether my system is ready to launch a website or not, we'll just go to the browser, click on this IP address and give it here. We'll just say test page. So if you see here, right, listen, my system has been installed with Apache. So what I had done is I just installed the Apache. This is whenever you install Apache in your instance, you will see this default page. So I want to get rid of this. I want to host my own website. What I will do is I'll go to W3 Schools. I'll just get some sample code. I'll grab the code which I had in my local. Open with. Sorry, that's not. I'll take this HTML code. I'll try to copy it in my local and I'll try to host it in the same. So whenever if suppose I want to launch a particular host in a particular server, we just need to be in this particular folder where www.html. So once you're in that particular HTML, just create an index.html. Click on So I just pasted a sample website, a sample copy of this. So what I'm doing is I'm just giving the permissions. This need to be executable. Once it is done, what we just need to do is we just need to hit on restart the particular HTTP service. And running. Go check. So if you see here, right, this is page has been available. This is a what I had done is, if you see here, cat. So what I had done, I just given a paragraph, like I just given HTML page. It is available. So this is a paragraph. This is another paragraph. You are seeing the same whenever I am accessing this. I mean, you just need to give an HTML. I will give you an this IP with you, so you can try accessing it you globally. You can try hitting this. You'll be able to do that. I'll just check whether what are the things. So for go and check on whether we are trying to able to access this particular page or not. I'm just checking. You can try hitting, guys, from your local, whether you are trying to able to access or not. Yep, I'm seeing some blogs you're trying to access. I'm getting okay responses. Are you guys able to access that particular site? Give me some responses in the chat box. Yep, I'm getting responses and I'm able to see the logs. So I suppose you are trying to access, I'm seeing that Redmi Note 8 Pro, once you are using Windows, Mozilla, Android 8 versions, Samsung SM31. So suppose, let me give you a sample thing. Suppose if you tried accessing your website, and I'm seeing that you are all accessible. I'm seeing that you are accessing it, and I'm seeing that logs as well. I'm billing you, and also if you are seeing that your access site has been customer side saying that your site is not accessible. You just want to find what went wrong. What we'll do is just go to this particular log. It will log each and everything, like you see here, right? Whenever it was trying, so it will check whether it was which version it has been taken, or from which. I mean, if suppose if any errors are coming up, it will check whether it is issue with a particular version of application, or it's a particular issue with a particular mobile device, or else what are the things which we have. So you are seeing, right? So it will be, some are using Windows trying to access it, some are using their own phone, Android, some are using their own Redmi Note 8 Pro. What are the things you are seeing that all these things are accessible, right? So you are able to see. I just hosted a sample website, but I made it available for you guys within a span of 5 minutes. Like you can, you just need to go with. You just need to go to GoDaddy or anything. Just create an thing within your host itself and try giving it to the public. That's it. We just need to pay anything. You just pay what the instance has been used, and based on that you can go and grab that data. You can do whatever the things which had been do, and what you can give your applications features in your application itself. No need to go outside for grabbing the features or paying extra for that. I'm just giving you, right? I'm just giving a brief idea how we can go for hosting it. Suppose if you're trying to host some website for your particular culturals, or else based on things, we'll try to go outside of. I mean, I basically in my college, what we'll do is we'll go out for GoDaddy, and we'll try to launch that particular website in the GoDaddy, and we'll do that. But later on, I came to realize that there's a simple way without we can reduce our cost over there, cost cut down, and we can do on our own within a span of 5 minutes. So just think smarter and go based on choose availability. So this is the thing I want to show you guys. And next, coming to the presentation, that's it, almost done. Don't so that's it. So what is this cloud make life easier for organization, employees, and all. So these are the particular we had been organization has been cutted down all its money on investing hardware. They had been increased their capability on going global in minutes, and then for employees it's been they had started upgrading their skills and their IT maintenance window. So if let's suppose that the IT maintenance window is a hectic work for an infrastructure employee to be on it, we need to go on midnight. because the application need to be very less accessible at the midnight during the midnights. So that's what they will go during the. You can also observe some of the bank sites are going to maintenance windows. They will, because they are going. If you observe, they are going at the midnight itself. Why they are going to at the midnight? Because the application traffic will be very low and the transactions will be very less during the midnight. So the maintenance windows are very hectic for particular employees before. But after cloud, what we'll do is we just automate it. We just schedule that job, and whatever had been done, it will automate on the backend side. AWS will do every maintenance window, the patching, everything, and the disaster recovery also is very well. And for customers, it was very well. Opportunities and the availability of time is high. There is no downtime, and also the speed of loading the application is also very high, and many more security reasons also. The security has become very strong after the cloud has been come up. So this is the job market. I can explain you once if I had any Q&A. Till now, do you had any Q&A, guys? Hello.
And from participant side, any questions?
I think there is no, sir. Sorry, sir.
So there's a question in the chat box.
Yep.
What is the cost-effective Amazon EC2 or AWS Fargate?
So yeah, that's a really nice question. So AWS EC2 and AWS Fargate. So AWS, you just need to define, or you just need to get to know what is particular EC2 is and what is AWS Fargate is. AWS EC2 is in particular instance, the raw instance we are trying to get that particular window. I told you, right? So what are the things which are seen here, right? So this is an AWS EC2 instance. So it's been need to be maintained from our end, and we just need to maintain that RAM, and we just need to create that our own hard disk. We just need to include suppose if any extra CPUs are needed, we just need to maintain each and everything on EC2. So what we'll do is it will be suppose based on adding and more based on our requirement. It's completely managed by from our end. I mean from our client's end, like me or like you. We are the customers of Amazon, right? So we are need to be maintained, or we need to add each and everything, right? So based on adding each and everything, what it will do is the Amazon will charge based on adding the each and everything. If suppose let's go with the AWS Fargate. AWS Fargate is a containerized and managed service. Containerized means in EC2, or maybe this containerization topic I wanted to take it tomorrow, because if this guy came today, because I'll explain it now also. So containerized topic means it's a containerized means the VM, there is some advantage of EC2 instance as well. If suppose my application is accessible with 4 GB of RAM and 2 CPUs, but I had been allocated 8 GB of RAM and 4 CPUs, and the 4 GB RAM and and the extra 4 GB RAM and the which has been unused 4 GB RAM and 2 CPUs are being also charged, right? So in what it will do in AWS is Fargate is they will try to, it's a completely managed one, and once we launch the container in the AWS Fargate, what it will do is the AWS will manage automatically on the back end and will try to segregate the consumption of their data center, where I mean it's their choice, Amazon choice, to deploy the particular application in the Fargate. We just give our application data, and we just give our requirements. We just need to give the open ports and all. We just need to attach that volume to the particular Fargate container. And the increasing capacity or decreasing capacity is been their Amazon choice based on our, like if you observe, take an elastic scrubber or anything, anything it can be expanded based on the requirement or based on the force which you are extending. So what it will in the Fargate, what it will do is whenever if you're pushing some data, it will try to expand more based on the requirement. It will try to expand more. If we have decreased that application consumption or anything on the AWS Fargate, what it will do is it will be the consumption on the capacity will be decreased automatically, and it will be managed by AWS for it. So the application increment and decrement is automated, and it has been managed by AWS service, right? So based on that, they will segregate their cost and on the usage. So they will try. So in AWS EC2, we are allocated each complete thing to the EC2. So we are not decreasing, or we are not doing any increasing, right? So the unused will be remain same, and we are not using it. So we might know that we think that will come in future, but we are not, we are maintaining it apart. So based on that, the AWS EC2 will be more higher. So does it answer your question? So Bharanidharan, does it answer question? Okay, let me go to the second question. Here the security group created means what type of security addresses in cloud? Yep, that's a good question. So in the security group means, suppose let us I'll give you an usable daily language so that you can relate to it very useful more. So let us consider your home. Let us did you let in everyone into your home, or did us let us anyone into our home? We restrict some of us, right? Some of our right. Suppose if some animals are coming, we'll try to restrict that particular animals outside of the gate. So that security group will be act as a gate, like security purpose. We'll try to restrict. So here the animals are comes like an IPs. So we'll try to restrict that particular unwanted security or unsecured traffic into our network from security group itself. So we just need to cut down the traffic from the IP addresses itself. So what we'll do is we'll we'll be having some networking topic called subnet masking. So 192.168.0.0 means /24 means it will try to get that particular application's names itself. Till 25 IPs from 192.168.0.1 to 192.168.0.25. So those applications, this particular IPs will be grabbed from that particular security group. So those are only allowed. Does it answer your question? Okay. So can you kindly convey about the research issues in cloud security? Research issues. This researching means in cloud, I'm not also particularly aware, but I'll get you back to you on this particular. Tomorrow I'm having a session, right? So I'll answer this question. I'll make a note of this. I'll answer this question tomorrow. Does it be okay, Bhuneshwari? Or you mean unauthorized entries, sir? Okay. Okay. I think I hope I answered your question, Umarani. I think is regarding security group.
Sneha, you can propose a vote of thanks.
So I think before proceeding, I just need to finish off with the job market. Can I?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, the job market is very, very rapidly increasing. So I just want to give my example of my own. I started with an 2018 batch. I have been left all the jobs which has been got. In my campus, I had been gone out, and I don't have any situation. So then I came to know that there's a particular thing which has been going rapidly increasingly. But what I had observed in the last 3 years is the job market for there is a particular called designation which has been applied in the job market. One is cloud support engineer, one is cloud engineer, one is DevOps engineer, one is a side Linux engineer, and also like these are some particular things which have been also confuse you all a lot. Support means it will be like, I mean, you might know, guys know support. What is type of support? Type of support? Support means we just need to be there and we just need to troubleshoot the issues. We just need to be on the particular time, and we just need to be available all time. So based on our interest, so I just want to say, so then a particular cloud engineer means he will develop the particular cloud, or he will develop that particular infrastructure, and what it will do is it will leave the support guys. So these are all back end things which will be go on. So that this is a very very I mean, this is a very high highly skilled and highly payable job job postings are going on. And I really wanted to say you, the salary expectations are very high, and also the salary offered by the companies are also very high. See, let me tell you, one of my friend, he got started with 10k in the 2018. Now he's going with the 14 lakhs of package. So within span of 3 years, he's earning the 1 year salary in 1 month in the third year. So I'm giving an example. So I'm saying, right, so within a small we just need to focus on your goals, whatever you choose. If suppose I'm saying on the cloud, the salary package is also very high, they are paying you, and also the offers which has been giving by the companies are very high. I just want to say that's it. Thank you. These are my contact numbers. You can call me or ping me in mail or LinkedIn anytime. You can make a note of it. Yeah, you can go ahead, ma'am. Revati, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Venkat, for your wonderful session with the
No problem.
fantastic demonstration and all. Yeah, Sneha, I can proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this wonderful informative session, sir, for leading us and taking us through this AWS. I would also like to thank our participants for making us this use of this wonderful session. Thank you all so much. And the feedback link for the day 3 has been posted in the chat box. Thank you.
There is a last question in the chat box, Venkat.
Whether any specific qualification or certification is needed for jobs. You just need to pass your BA. That's it. That's a qualification. No need more questions. No more qualification is needed.
Why FDP storage disk is called?
Disk is called ephemeral storage. There is no word ephemeral storage. I haven't heard this word. There is no such word in AWS as well. This is ephemeral storage. I just need to check. I'll revert back to you tomorrow, Bharadhan. I haven't heard this ephemeral storage because we haven't used this type of thing. But EBS storage is type of storage. It's a type of disk. You will be having hard disk, right? So that will be maintained in the remote itself. You just need to grab that particular opportunity of the disk, and you just need to attach it to that particular server. And also there are a particular type of disks as well. This disk will be attached to a single server, EBS storage. If suppose I want to attach my particular disk to 100 instances, you can also go with multi-SAN things as a multi-SAN volume as well. So I mean, multi-SAN volume means it will be attached to a number of systems. And also the certification is not needed. Currently I haven't done any certification till now. Qualification is my qualification is BE. That's it. There is no need more than that. Okay, could you kindly post my mail ID? Yeah, let me give me a second. I'll post. Or do you guys able to see my mail ID? This is my official mail ID. You can contact me, mail me anytime over there.
Thank you so much, Ularao.
Thank you.
I hope participants also had a very good session about the AWS cloud. We'll catch you on tomorrow.
Sure. I hope my information is useful for all of you.
Definitely it will be.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Venkat.
Okay. Thank you, Venkat sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Sure, sir. So we'll meet tomorrow, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
I'll be dropping off.
Yes, sir.
Dear participants, kindly fill the feedback link within a 5 minutes. The link will be disabled sharply at 11:15.
மேம் ரெக்கார்டை ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிருக்கலாம்.